Hey, what's up guys, Golex here, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over the next summoning showcase. Whew, okay, now we're going to be stupid. So, we have two banners coming up, Springtime Spree, which features Lin Yu, Long, and that's it. Lin Yu's getting a buff, by the way, so that's probably why. And this raid is coming back, so that's nice. So yeah, that's about it. Well, actually, I'll go over the adventurers. Well, not go over, I'll just say Hulk, Lin Yu, Su Fang, and that's it. But we're getting the green characters. I do want to do Lin Yu, so that is very nice. I just need Golden Testaments. They really need to give out more Golden Testaments, because those take a lot, and I cannot. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. In the name of Ilya, I will be your judgment. Tobias. I feel like Tobias was in Elasan's story. I'm not too sure though. You know what? Let's actually check. Tobias. Yeah, there's Tobias. So, Tobias is a part of Elasan's story there. Tobias. Windblade, level 8. Why'd I go with the level? Support unit. 494 strength. And here we go. Adventure details. A paladin commander of the Purge faction of the church. He would bulk at no sacrifice in the name of a just faith, but he also seeks a peaceful world and happiness for its people, whom he fights for with both sword and prayer. So skills, Eternal Grace increases the strength of wind-attuned adventurers in the team by 30% for 15 seconds. So Noelle is out of the meta. Noelle is gone. Noelle is probably not going to be used as long as people have Tobias. Well, Noelle will be used. It's just that if you have Tobias or not, there's the option. And next, Sacred Blade. Activate Sacred Blade for 10 seconds. During Sacred Blade, the user's standard attack patterns will change. Very interesting. They're changing a lot with normal attack patterns, like with the combos, with the cooking units, and now this. Oh yeah, and also 4 strikes with the Monster Hunter units, but that's 4 strike. It's not attack patterns. Where were we? The skill gauge for Eternal Grace, yeah, we're right there, will be gradually filled over time for 7 seconds. So you'll get a lot more use of Eternal Grace with the second skill. So the second skill is benefiting the first. Very nice. And that is a strength buff, so that makes it a lot better. I mean, that makes it really good, not a lot better. What? And the user will be unable to move, to use 4 strikes, or dodge. That's weird. So, the user cannot do anything, but can still attack, apparently? We're gonna have to see, because that's... it's pretty interesting. The skill will also become a Revelations Purge and immediately be ready for use. Sacred Blade will end after a set period of time. Oh, 10 seconds. I was about to say. Or after using Revelations Purge. Revelations Purge deals wind damage to multiple targets and enemies near those targets, and inflicts poison. That's nice. Targets will be chosen by their proximity to the user, and if the number of enemies available to the target is fewer than the skill's number of hits, this selection process will be repeated for the remaining hits. The skill gauge for the skill can be filled by attacking enemies, but will also gradually fill automatically. Abilities that increase skill gauge fill rate will not affect this automatic increase. So this one might be one of those 9999 SP cost ones. I mean, it seems pretty lengthy and pretty... man, it is pretty lengthy. But from what it seems, it changes your standard attack for 10 seconds. You cannot do anything except attack. So you need to find a good spot, or else it could be game over for you. You can cancel you not moving by using a skill that's called Revelations Purge. Okay, so you're not frozen I mean, you're not stuck in one place for a long period of time, so that is pretty nice. But you do need to use the skill. It might take a bit of time to do, especially if there are less enemies on the field on something like high dragons, because it says that it will repeat the process for the remaining hits, so it might take a little bit longer. I'm not too sure. We have to see. But yeah, this is pretty lengthy, pretty woo. But it is a pretty good skill to recover the SP gauge of the Eternal Grace, which gives strength. That's pretty good. So yeah, I like that. Now here's where things get pretty nice. You can use Victor with him. Buff time at 20%, increases duration of buff skills by 20. And that is buff time as well. So you could do something like Alisan, Tobias, Victor, and Noel. So they all fit in that one team. And then you have extra 20% buff time on that. So it's gonna your strength buffs are gonna last a pretty long time. And next for buff time, more buff time, 25%. Bog res 100%. And Poison Punisher 30%. The only bad thing about the Poison Punisher is that he can only inflict poison on his second skill, but other units will be able to inflict poison, so it's not like it's the end of the world. It's just on his own, he's not going to be that great for the only one inflicting poison. Of course, it's on the second skill, and it's going to take forever for it to come. So my verdict on Tobias is that he's definitely going to be used in High Mercury, most definitely. I mean, he won't completely, I feel like he won't completely erase Noel from the equation, because you can have him and Noel in the same team, as well as Victor and Alisan, and that would be pretty viable. But other than that, he's pretty useful in something like High Mercurial Gauntlet. I mean, not High Mercurial Gauntlet, just Mercurial Gauntlet, since he does have that he has that Wind Attuned Adventurer's strength buff. Oh my god, I can't. For other content, he'll be good in Mercurial Gauntlet because of that 30% strength buff, and he also has 25 or 45% buff time, so that's almost 50% more time than what's right here. So almost 20. Wait, god, why did I say that? That's gonna be like 20, 23, 24, 22. A little less than 22 seconds for his strength buff, so that's pretty good. And yeah, also just pretty good for general content as well. He can also be pretty good for content where there's a lot of enemies, because it seems like his second skill, if you just have if you have Chocolatiers, you can just use a second skill and then just wipe everybody on the field. I mean, it doesn't say how many targets that he'll like select, but it seems like you could do something like that. And also for wave clearing and certain events as well. I always say that units are good, so I just want to say where they can be used rather than just they're just good. I feel like that would help more than just saying they're a good unit, some for them or not. But here we go, we have Ariel. There can be no mercy for those who disrupt the order. Thighs. Now, a dragon who metes out the goddess's judgment to the dragons who would threaten mortals. She flies from one land to another, spreading the word of Ilia and working to maintain a world where dragons and humans can live together in harmony. That's a bird, not a dragon. I mean, if those things right there are horns, sure. But that's a bird. Anyways, High Clone Kick. Deals wind damage to the target and nearby enemies and inflicts stun. Depending on, you know, what there is, what the afflictions are. Pretty nice. And abilities. Strength, 50%. And skill haste, 30%. Now, a dragon might be killed off. Freja. I assume it's like 35, but still 30% is sufficient, and a 50% strength buff. So if you do not need HP to survive, like an HP requirement, which High Mercury does not have a high HP requirement, well, Expert might. I mean, not Expert. Is it Expert? Oh no, I forgot. Wait a second. Master, I meant, right? Yeah, High Mercury Master. My High Mercury Master might have a high HP requirement, but normal does not. And also, I'm pretty sure you can just use the print and you'll be good. So Ariel, in my opinion, much more better than Freya with a 50% strength, because HP is not really that much needed unless you need to make a requirement, which I'm pretty sure it's easy to even make that requirement in the first place. So yeah, that is that. Well, saying units where Ariel can be used on, of course Tobias with the Eternal Grace, Noelle, of course, if you don't have Tobias and you happen to pull her, maybe Melody. I mean, you can actually just put her on anyone, to be honest. Anyone can do, to be honest, except for healers, of course. But for if you want to be more beneficial, hey, maybe Elisanne, because you probably want to get those heals out. Yeah, Wedding Elisanne. Yeah, Wedding Elisanne, Tobias, and Noelle are probably my most likely picks to have that dragon on them. I feel like, yeah, the rest of these units are just... Oh yeah, you can also have Melody, but Melody's not used that much. Plus, there's going to be Tobias, so Melody's out of the question. Yeah, I believe that is it. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give a like. I forgot to say it at the beginning of the video. This is where people click off. Well, if you play 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, please join ARCNIGHTS. It's a very nice guild, and I will be making a Discord server today if you join. I mean, the rank requirement on the game, I mean on the guild, is only 20, and you just need to beat chapter 6 to unlock guilds. So, you know, play Grand Cross, join the guild. If I'm gonna be honest, all I want you to do is bless and also donate some horns. One a day, or at least one a week. I want one a day though. I'll accept the one a week. Will do. So after that little advert of my guild that is in a completely different game, let me give my final verdict. If you're a Noelle player but would like to do melee a little bit more, go ahead and pick up Tobias. But you still do need a Noelle or some kind of... Yeah, when I think about it, you do need a Noelle so that in High Mercury, you can... I mean, you don't get hit by those water balls. Though you could try to dodge it. I mean, you can get someone to bait. But with Noelle, it's much more safer. Other than that, you can use them in your general team as a buffer. But, you know, Noelle will do. It's not like you really need Tobias. Noelle has 25%, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, not I suppose, I believe. So, Noelle will do. No, Tobias is not really that needed. But you do have that buff time with his co-ability. So, people with Tobias will get a little bit more with him. But, regardless, he's not needed. Ariel... Of course, she is going to be in the normal pool. She is not needed, but if you want to do more DPS with your Noelle or your future Tobias, if you get him, then go ahead and get Ariel as well. But this is not limited, so save. But if you are interested in a buffer and a more quicker skill rate dragon, and also strength, go ahead and summon on this banner. Myself will not, because I want to save. Anyways, yeah, that is it. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Please join the guild, ARCNIGHTS. It's spelled ARCNIGHT. It's ARC Knight, basically. Yeah.